Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, okay, let me explain my reasoning behind today's video. I've seen a couple videos recently where people are kind of doing something old school YouTube, and they are doing like the 5-minute makeup challenge where they attempt to complete like a graphic eye or something with glitter or something super smoky or a really bold lip and things like that. And I was like, ooh, that would be super fun to try to film, in 5 minutes that crazy look. But then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I want to film a look instead of what I do when I actually either have only 5 minutes or when I only feel like spending 5 minutes on my makeup. Because I'll be honest, like so often when I go out, I don't wear like a ton of products. I don't wear like a full face of foundation. I don't wear a graphic eye when I'm just going out. And you don't ever have to wear makeup. But if you're like me, maybe makeup just helps you feel a little more put together. You're not trying to look like somebody else. You're trying to look like yourself, but maybe just a more put together version of yourself, or one who's a little more awake than your current self. So that's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to show you a quick 5-minute makeup look. And for all of these products that I'm going to be using, these are only products that I really depend on to just do their damn job. I'll admit I do have makeup products in my collection that take a bit more patience to work with. Maybe you need a glitter glue to apply it to really get it to pop, or maybe you need to wet the product, or maybe you just need to have patience to pack the product on, and it just takes a little bit longer. They're products I still love, but they're not easy products. Everything I'm going to be working with today is what I consider to probably be some of the easiest products in my collection, the ones that I go to time and time again when I just want to feel more put together. And this video is going to be much shorter than my normal videos because, again, I want this to be a genuine 5-minute makeup look. So I'm even going to be setting a timer for myself, or I'm going to be using, the stopwatch feature on my phone to make sure that the actual time I spend putting my makeup on is only 5 minutes. Now I am going to try, if I remember, to stop it as I'm like talking, but I'm also going to just try to kind of talk and explain you the way through it, because also like I don't sit there stone faced. Like a lot of times I'm talking on the phone to my mom or something like that if I'm doing my makeup. Anyway, I do want to start off by saying that everyone's priorities when it comes to makeup are completely different. There are some people who would rather spend 5 minutes on their eyebrows and leave the rest of their face completely fine. There are some people who would rather spend the whole 5 minutes perfecting a beautiful cat eye liquid liner. That is all fine. This is just what I do, and also what I think is pretty reasonable for a lot of people to want to do, whether you're a beginner with makeup, whether you're looking for products to gift somebody who just enjoys putting on makeup real quick and getting out the door, any of that. So we're going to get started. Now I have already done my skincare. One thing I will say, never, ever, ever skimp on putting on sunblock before you start your makeup. That is the one thing I will say I never, ever skimp on. Even if I'm not doing any makeup, wear sunblock. Even if you're sitting inside like I am, I work from home, wear sunblock, please. I am going to start my timer in a minute. I just want to tell you about the first product I'm going to use. This one is unnecessary, but for me, it helps me feel just a little bit more alive. I like to start with a glowy base because I feel like not only do they help even out the skin tone a little bit, but at the same time, they just give you that natural, healthy glow, especially if you're tired. The one I'm using today is the Auric Glow Lust. I am going to start my timer now. Now, I don't even want to rush through this. I just want to do this at like a normal speed, I'm putting this on a foundation brush and I'm not using a lot, but I just kind of want to get a nice little base down for my skin, something that will just help me feel more put together, more alive. Even today, yesterday was 4th of July. As I'm filming this, it's the 5th of July. And it just makes me want to feel a little bit better because I was out late last night. I was, out in the sun and it was very, very hot and just, it was a lot. I'm stopping the timer to tell you that my next product I like to go in with is a tinted moisturizer. If you go in with a full coverage foundation, which may be your choice, and that's totally cool, I feel like you have to spend a little bit more time, right? You want to make sure it's even. You want to make sure all areas are covered correctly. But for me, I just like a tinted moisturizer. The one that I love is the Tower 28 Sunny Days. This just works for me. It evens out my skin tone, it adds some brightness, and it's great. I like it so much that I'm at the very bottom of this tube. I am starting that timer again, and I am going to take this and put it on my brush, and just first I'm gonna dot it on my face. Just blend it in. Now at this point, I personally like to add a little bit of concealer. I'm going in with the Sigma two-tone, what's it called, Spectrum Color Correcting Duo. And this is where you can just touch up any areas that make you uncomfortable. For me, I just want to be a little bit brighter in the eyes. I'm even going to put this on my lid as kind of an eyeshadow base just to brighten things up a little bit. That's always my goal when I'm really tired, is to brighten things up. Now I will say, I've already used up 1 minute and 22 seconds in that. So everything in this look is going to be extraordinarily simple. Also, as a tip, don't trim your bangs right before you film a YouTube video because you will find red hair all over your face. Let me mention the products that I'm going to be using for my eyes real quick. So I'm going to be using one eyeshadow palette. This is one I personally go to time and time again when I'm just trying to do something very light and easy and get out the door. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Nude Palette. So this is a 5-shade palette. This again is a very, very neutral palette. But Natasha Denona quality is absolutely beautiful and effortless. If you have someone in your life that you know enjoys wearing makeup at all, whether it's just, you know, for the office or whatever it might be, this is a really good gift as just sort of an upgrade to their makeup collection. And I guarantee everyone will love this. In my eyebrows, I want to use something very easy and quick. For that, I don't want to go in with a hardcore gel that I have to brush in and let it set into place, or with a pencil where I have to draw individual hair strokes. I love doing that, don't get me wrong, but for this kind of thing, it's not the vibe. The vibe is out the door. And for that, I like to use just a tinted brow gel, and that is my Kosas Air Brow. And the shade that I have it in is just medium brown. This, when I use it, takes me less than 10 seconds to do both brows. Less than 10 seconds. I love it. I also like to finish off with a mascara personally, and for that, today I am using the Melt Supernatural. I really enjoy this. It's a more wet formula, and I also do curl my lashes real quick. It's a more wet formula, but I still like it because it gives me a really bold effect, which I personally prefer. So I'm going to start the timer again, and as soon as I do, I'm going to start my look. I'm going to do my eyebrows first. So again, this is just the easiest tinted brow gel, but what it does is it plumps up the brows a little bit and you can brush them into shape. I feel like you can instantly see the difference there. I don't even dip back into the tube. I just run it through. I actually really like the way that looks. Okay, so with the Mini Nude Palette, I'm going to take a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and this is my go-to shade, this one right here, because I feel like it's fantastic for just being a one and done shadow. I like to put this all the way out here and bring it onto the lid to get rid of any like discoloration. This, again, it just makes it look a little more cohesive than you did before. I focus the most color in the outer corner and then bring what's left onto the lid and into the crease. And I just feel like you could even stop there, but I'm gonna take that same brush and go into the darkest point and just kind of put that on the outer edge just to give a little bit of dimension. I feel like you can see right there, it just gives the tiniest bit of dimension, which I think is awesome. I don't even want to curl my lashes today. I don't feel like it, so I'm just going in with my mascara. Again, this is the look for when you just want to feel more put together. Now to do my eyeshadow, my eyebrows, my mascara, that took less than 60 seconds. Less than 60 seconds. And again, is this like a dramatic look? Is this a wedding bridal look? No, this is just feeling better in your skin. Now to finish off the actual base makeup, there are 3 things that I like to do. First, I want to go in with a powder just to set my under eyes, and I know a lot of people like to do this before they put on their eyeshadow. I like to do it after, just in case I know if I have to clean up any fallout or anything like that. Today I do not, but I like to powder under my eyes and just any other spots that tend to get oily throughout the day, around my mouth, around my chin. And when I look at my powders, a loose translucent powder, while that sets things really well, it can get messy. It can go all over the place. It can just be a little bit of a hassle. So I don't like to use that. And I don't even want to use anything with a brush. I like to use something with a powder puff if I know, again, that I want to be very quick. So today, and for this kind of look, a lot of times, I will go in with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh, and it comes with its own little powder puff. I did only use this once recently since washing it, so I know it's dirty, but for this, I will take this and press it into place to really set everything. And once that's done, I want to bronze up the face a little bit and give it some color and give it some life. And personally for me, I like to use a cream bronzer for that because it blends out effortlessly. It melts into the skin. I feel like you have less chance of patchiness on the face as you do with a powder. So I personally love, my absolute favorite cream bronzer is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Sun-Kissed Glow bronzer. It has 85 million names because it's Charlotte Tilbury, but it's just a fantastic, very easy to use cream bronzer. Starting the timer again, I'm going in with that powder, and like I said, I'm just powdering those spots that really get shiny for me. And I do not have oily skin. I do have normal to dry skin, so keep that in mind. If you have oily skin, you might want to powder more than I do. Now I'm going in with a brush, and I'm taking some of that cream bronzer, and I'm gonna put that almost like a contour as well. This almost helps to shape the face just a little bit. But again, because this blends out so easily, it just adds color to the skin. It makes me look and feel a little bit more alive, a little bit more with it. And I just love the way that looks. I feel like it brings a nice glow. Now for blush, I also want to go in with a cream blush, and I'm going in with the Melt Cosmetics cream blush in Golden Hour. And again, this just melts into the skin. I feel like it really just brightens things up and just makes me feel better. So freaking cute so far. I love it. I love it. And I also love getting to this point where I go, okay, if I only have 5 minutes, what else can I do except pin my hair up because the pin came out? What else can I do with my time that would be a little extra? But since I only have 1 minute left, I like to focus on the lips. Now, this is something that will not be important to a lot of people, but for me, this is kind of a must do. Every single day, I do line my lips and fill it in with a lip liner. The reason being because this tends to last longer for me than a creamy lipstick or a gloss. I love the feel and look of those, and I'm gonna actually use another product, but this helps it stay on for so long. This stays on through food. This stays on through how much I talk, which is a lot. But in general, this is the big thing for me. Everyone has that game changer. For a lot of people, it's mascara. Like, I feel so put together when I use mascara. For me, it's lip liner. I like to choose one kind of close to my skin tone or my lip tone, but a little bit deeper just to add some interest. I'm going to fill my lips in with this, line it and fill it in, and then top it with a lip oil. So the lip pencil I'm using is Brink by ColourPop, and the lip oil, which again is just gonna add that gloss and that shine and hydration, is Tint by Sigma. Starting the timer. And again, I'm not being precious with this. I'm just lining and filling in. I see this right here. This is what makes me happy. I have done my base. I have done my tinted moisturizer and concealer, my eyebrows, my eyeshadow, my mascara, my blush, my bronzer, my lip line. I've done all of this in 4 minutes and 21 seconds. And I didn't rush through that. Like, this isn't me rushing. This is literally just me going, I'm just gonna throw a few products on. And I say a few products, I'm aware this is a decent amount of products, but still 4 minutes and 21 seconds to make myself feel a little bit better, I'm for it. And because I have 39 seconds left, I want to add something that makes me feel even a little, not just put together, but a little bit over the top, a little bit like, oh, okay, you look like real cute today, and that's highlighter. For me, it's always highlighter. Now, you can see I definitely have a glow from the base that we used, from the blush that had a little bit of a shimmer to it, and I love that. I love a glow. I feel like it really makes the face look more alive, more healthy, but I want to add some more. So I go in with a highlighter, and again, this is one of those steps that I only do if I have those extra 39 seconds, okay? Today I'm using the Nabla Skin Glazing in Privilege, and it's just so pretty. Starting the timer, I am just gonna go and buff this in to really get that glow going. Oh, it's so pretty. 4 minutes and 38 seconds. 4 minutes and 38 seconds. Like, I felt like I wanted to, should I call this the 4 minute and 38 second look instead of the 5 minute look? No, it's 5 minutes. We're gonna round it up. We're gonna round it up for you today. Now again, is this a groundbreaking look? Is this, you know, graphic liner? Is this glitter? Is this rhinestones? It's not. This is what I wear if I am going out to meet friends for coffee. This is what I wear if I feel like being a little more put together for, I don't know, like, you know, going to coffee. I keep saying coffee because I get a lot of coffee. At first I was going to say going to the movies, but I'm going to be honest. If I'm going to the movies, I'm in full goblin mode, okay? I'm in full goblin mode. Sometimes even wearing like those little under eye masks because that's a great time to do skincare. But this just, again, makes me feel a little bit more put together and alive and fresh and just, I don't know. I just feel confident in this look and I feel good in this look. So I hope this was able to help out some of you, because my goal with this video was to show you that there are products that just make makeup easy. They make it so easy for you. And some of these, I'm not gonna lie, some of these are higher end products. You know what I mean? Some of these are drugstore brand, but a lot of these are higher end products. And I personally find this is not the case all the time, but a lot of higher end products, what I personally look for, if I'm spending that money, I want it to make things easy for me, and I feel like these products check that box. So I hope you found this video interesting. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments down below, what are your must-have, like what are your must-dos? If you only have 5 minutes for makeup, what do you spend the most time on? Again, I really enjoy having like a polished lip. I enjoy having a little bit of eyeshadow on. What are the things for you? And what are the things you skip? Tell me about that too. If you enjoyed this video, I would love if you give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I do all makeup related videos on my channel and skincare as well, all cruelty free. And I would love to have you as a part of the fam. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all GlitterFallout, as always and forever. You are super freaking rock stars, and I love you so much with my whole heart. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.